Hi students, today's soft skills video is about self-advocacy. So what is self-advocacy in the first place? It's kind of a tricky word to say even. But self-advocacy, or being a self-advocate, means the ability to articulate one's needs and make informed decisions about the support necessary to meet those needs. So basically, it means being able to stick up for yourself. If you need help, being able to say that you need help, getting that help. So it means you have to learn to let others know when you need that help, because if you aren't letting people know that you're struggling, you're not self-advocating. You're not helping others help you. Sometimes we don't have all the tools needed to help ourselves, which is why we have to advocate and have someone else help us. So I'm going to give you an example from my personal life of a time when I did not self-advocate very well. When I was in high school, I was very shy, especially in most social situations, especially like in school and class. And I always struggled with math. It was just something that I wasn't good with. And I was too shy to raise my hand and ask for help when I struggled. So I would just silently doodle, pretending like I was doing my math work when really I had no idea how to do the problems. And what this did was it caused me to get really far behind and have a really hard time on my tests. And by the time my parents noticed the problem, like midterms, there was a lot of tests that had already happened at that point. There was a lot of poorly performed assignments by that point, and I ended up getting really bad grades in math. If I had advocated for myself, if I had told someone, hey, I'm really struggling in math class, whether that was my teacher or a counselor or even my parents, then they could have gotten me a tutor right away. They could have, told the teacher, hey, she's pretty shy, but really she's struggling. Is there any way you can meet with her after school, one-on-one, or something like that? And that would have helped me in the long run. Because I got poor grades in math, that means that's a poor grade. That edged me out of certain scholarship opportunities for those really high achieving students that have straight A's. I couldn't get those kind of scholarships because I didn't have straight A's. Math was never an A for me. So not getting those scholarships also meant having more student loan debt. It had a decrease of my self-confidence as well. So I didn't feel good about myself because I felt like I was bad at math. All of this could have been changed if I had just spoken up and said that I needed help with math. I could have saved a lot of time. I could have saved myself some money by getting better scholarships and that sort of thing had I spoken up and said I need help. So asking for help, it's not easy, but it is something that's really important as far as self-advocacy is considered. What are some ways that you can self-advocate for yourself to make yourself more successful? Well, first and foremost, you need to let somebody know when you are struggling and make sure that it's somebody who is able to help you. If you tell a random guy in the street that you're struggling, that might not help. He might not be able to help you. But if you reach out to your teacher, your counselor, a trusted friend that's good at figuring things out and problem solving, they can probably help you or put you into the direction of somebody that can help you. So for example, in our case with GED students, we've got students that have transportation issues. We've got students that have a hard time getting to class because they have children at home and they might not have childcare. If you're not advocating for yourself, you might not be able to come to class because you are silently struggling with these issues. If you are telling me or telling the teachers, hey, I need someone to watch my children, I need a ride to and from class, we can get you resources. I can't personally be there to babysit your kid for you, but I can get you in contact with West Central Child Care Connection, and they can find you adequate childcare, and they can even pay for that childcare for you. We can get you free bus tokens to get to and from class, those kind of things. So we can't help with anything that we don't even know about to begin with. So make sure that you are letting someone know, for starters. The second thing that you can do is ask questions. So maybe you're sitting there thinking, well, I can't go to college because I can't afford to go to college. Well, ask somebody, is there a way that college could be affordable for me? Is that an option even? And the answer is yes to that question. There are tons of scholarships and grant opportunities out there for students. In particular, with our program, we work very closely with Two Rivers Regional Council, and they have the WIOA grant. WIOA is Workforce Innovations Opportunity Act. And what they do is they look at a community's needs for employment. So in our area, they have determined we need welders, we need CNAs, we need truck drivers, we need nurses, all those kind of jobs they really need. And because they really need those jobs, and because those jobs are typically 2 years or less to train for, they can actually pay for 100% of your education, all your college classes. If you need textbooks, they can cover those costs. If you need materials, like you need steel-toed boots for welding, they can pay those, like buy those for you basically. It can all be free for you, but you have to ask about these kind of opportunities, because if you don't ask, then you don't know, and then you stay stuck in the same routine that you might not even be enjoying, or you might wish that you were doing something else. So you have to be able to tell people when you're struggling or ask questions instead of just assuming that you can't do something. There's that saying, if there's a will, there's a way. So basically, if you have a desire to do something, you can make it happen, but you just have to advocate for yourself in order to make those things happen. So hopefully this kind of lights a fire in you and makes you realize, I can do these things. I just have to be willing to work up the confidence to ask someone. Remember, no one's going to laugh at you by asking for help. You can always do that. You can always come to me. You can come to the teachers to ask for help. However you need to do that, you could send us an email if you don't feel comfortable doing that in person. But make sure that you are asking for help if you're struggling in your classes or even something outside of school, so that way you can be more successful. Because again, you want to be successful here in the GED program so you can be successful afterwards. It's about those transition steps to getting that career goal, that dream job, going to college, that kind of thing. So we want to help you with all of that. So learn to advocate for yourself. All right, thanks for watching, guys.